Did anyone see this coming? I mean, honestly, did anyone see this coming? Because if you did, take a bow. Get up, take a bow. You deserve it. I don't remember seeing anyone predicting Florida State going 0-2 to start off the season. I don't remember anyone saying that. And if you watched the game on Monday night, the capper to week 1, you were probably just as amazed as I was. Florida State looked pitiful. This is now 3 games in a row that they have looked terrible in. And quite honestly, this one may be the worst of them all. And when I say that, I'm not throwing shade towards anyone's direction but Florida State. If you take a look at the stats for this game against Boston College, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, because Florida State got dominated in every facet of the game. And the thing that sticks out to me, the stat that sticks out to me the most, is what stuck out to me the most in week 0, namely the rushing yards allowed. Florida State's rushing defense is pathetic. They gave up 263 yards on the ground. And much like the first game they played against Georgia Tech in Dublin, the Florida State defense is a sieve. I don't see them stopping anybody. And if I'm in the ACC right now, I am taking copious notes from both BC and Georgia Tech. How do you beat Florida State? You just run the ball. You keep running it. You keep giving them gut punch after gut punch, and eventually they'll fall down. Now, at this juncture, I don't know if there is an easy fix for Mike Norvell and the Seminoles, because if you can't stop the run, you're in a world of hurt. And you add that to the fact that Florida State has a lot of offensive woes as well. And yeah, things just aren't looking too good for the Noles right now. Now, the Seminoles' implosion in front of a national TV audience kind of segues to my second point, which is the ACC is wide open. A lot of folks were saying the ACC was garbage because some of the so-called top teams in that conference also perform like garbage. I take the opposite stance, though. I see a lot of really interesting football programs in that conference right now. Obviously, Miami appears to be the clear-cut favorite at this point to win the conference, but you got to take a good, hard look at Boston College as well. Bill O'Brien, back in Boston, a perfect fit. He's transformed BC into an old-school, smash-mouth football program. At the moment, I can honestly say that there appears to be 4 teams that are in contention for the ACC crown. Obviously, Miami, far and away the big favorite. You can also throw in Boston College, Georgia Tech, and even SMU. Maybe there are more waiting in the wings, but at this point, the ACC is wide open. It looks like someone's going to win this conference that hasn't won it in a long time, and that's just going to be a lot of fun to watch. Third point, SEC versus Big Ten. The SEC comes up short in Vegas. LSU falls to USC in the Vegas Classic. We're going to see what happens in week 2 with the next Big Ten SEC challenge as the University of Texas goes on the road to face the Michigan Wolverines. This is going to be quite a big game. It's Fox's big noon game of the week. I think a lot of people are going to be watching that one. Can Texas redeem the SEC's honor in Ann Arbor, Michigan? I guess we're all going to see what happens next. And speaking of the SEC, final point, 2 very big potential coaching changes coming up in this conference. Number 1, the Florida Gators looked extremely unimpressive in the swamp against the Miami Hurricanes on Saturday. You got to expect at some point soon, Coach Billy Napier will be relieved of his duties. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't take great joy in that fact, but you just have to be objective at this point. I don't see him making it through the entire season. Also, some interesting rumors coming out of South Carolina that the Beamer Ball experiment has run its course. Allegedly, the administration of the University of South Carolina looking for ways to get rid of Shane Beamer without having to pay his full salary. So we're going to keep an eye on that as well. It was a very entertaining, very fun week 1. I don't think you could ask for anything more from college football. Week 2 is shaping up to be just as exciting. So I will see you very soon to talk about that. In the meantime, hook 'em horns. This is Kevin in Texas saying God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.